Hello my beautiful lovelies, it's Emmy. Welcome back to another military ration taste test. Today I'm going to be tasting this. And this is a Ukrainian ration, and it was very kindly sent to me by Katie. Katie, thank you so much for sending this to me. She found this and she immediately thought of me, so thank you Katie so much for sending it to me. So this is pretty heavy, and based on its size, I'm going to presume it is a 24-hour ration. So you can go to Google Translate. And I at first thought this was a Russian ration, but when I tried translating it in Russian, it didn't work. And then I did Ukraine, and this is what happened. Some of this stuff does appear to translate. So defense ration. Option 2. I think if you have questions, you can call this number. So Federation, Moscow region. And canned food, canned food. Looks like there's a fruit in here. This was completed in 2016, but it is good till 2018. So just typical of Google Translate, it sort of works. We're able to get an idea of what some of this is. I believe, based just on the packaging, that this is probably a civilian Ukrainian ration. I'm not sure. MRE experts, do let me know in the comments what you know about this ration. And if you like these military ration taste tests, be sure to check out the playlist. I've eaten many rations, including many domestic US rations and international ones. Absolutely fascinating, so be sure to check those ones out. There's a little handle here, which is nice, makes it easy to carry, but there isn't any kind of way to open it specifically, I don't think. So vacuum sealed very tightly. All right, very nicely packaged. So looks like there's some fuel here, some sort of directions. This looks like it's going to be sugar. Smarbellen, what is that? Smar. Not sure what that is. I think that's some sort of beverage. This looks like some kind of fig bar, plum bar. Fruit couple. 3 spoons. I've never had that many spoons in a ration before. What's this? Mac. It says it's mac. I don't know what that is, but maybe pepper. Ooh, matches and strikers. These are really nice and wrapped, so they're waterproof. This is another, this is gonna be salt, I think? Yes. Here's some Hardtack Crackers, very similar to the crackers that I had in my Russian IRP and my Kazakh stock ration. So 4 packets of those. And 3 of these. Now what's this? Faces. Oh, everyday hand canopy faces. So I think these are wet wipes. Yes, disinfectant. Oh, surface cutlery. So maybe one is for cutlery and one is for your face. These are wet naps. This looks like it's some beverage. Coffee maybe? Instant coffee. Coffee. It's not able to read that one. From. That's all I get. Some sort of potted something or other. Nope, not able to get that one either. Let's do this one. Oil. Looks like it might be some kind of tea. Yes. This looks like it might be some apple jam. Nubbin. Ooh, here are the main entrees. Really big packages here. Don't know, can't read these ones. And this one looks like it's a vegetable stew. Horny. Council. 2 water purifying tablets. A napkin. And that's it. That's the end of the box. So there is a lot of food here. So I'm gonna heat one of the rations using the stove provided, and the other 2 I'm just gonna place in boiling water to warm them up. So there are 3 tablets, presumably 1 for each meal. It shows you right here how to assemble the stove. Ooh, it smells bad, kind of fishy, and yeah, it smells terrible. So these go up, and then these go down. Place the fuel in the middle. I like how these are packaged nice and individually. The striker is located here. Look at that match. Lights very nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. Plenty of fuel to get my fuel started. Thank you. So the fuel is finally lit. And we're gonna place this right on top, like that. I'm gonna let this cook outside. Next, let's see what's inside here. So the white one has this one, and the green one has this one. They look identical. The white one smells a lot like a baby wipe. And this one actually smells pretty similar. Yeah, I'm gonna say these are the same. Same material, smell pretty similar, kind of like a very lightly scented baby wipe, and yeah, I'm just gonna presume that they are the same. Okay, not really sure what this is, but it looks like it might be some kind of spread. Maybe it's a meat spread. Ooh, I think that might be some kind of cheese. Ooh, it smells a little bit smoky, a little oily. And let's have it with a cracker. There are 8 in one package. They're pretty firm. Oh, actually, they're not so firm. Let's give them a taste. They taste like a cross between a saltine and a biscuit. They're just a tiny bit sweet, but just kind of that very neutral, floury flavor. A little bit of salt in there. They're not as hard as some crackers that I've had. I remember my German Einmannpacking, those crackers were very, very hard. But I understand just for practicality, these crackers need to be sturdy so that soldiers in combat don't end up with a pile of just dust. So let's try it with what I think is cheese. Oh yeah, it seems very spreadable. It's kind of like cheese, but has a little bit of like a winey flavor to it. Kind of similar to the cheese that you get in those Kraft handy snacks. Kind of like that. Not so plasticky, very spreadable. And I believe this is going to be some sort of apple spread based just on the illustration. In my Russian IRP, I mistakenly made a beverage out of what was supposed to be the apple jam, and it was actually delicious. I won't do that today, although I do recommend it. But let's see if we can translate this. Nope, it's not able to read the script. Oh, nubbing. Samar. So I think Samar is sugar, because when I scanned these packages it said Samar, and it feels like sugar. So this is some sort of puree and sugar. So I'm going to say it's apple jam. And it looks like a fruit puree. And that's just a lovely jam. Here's a little bit appley, fruity, a little bit tangy, delicious. Great on a cracker, actually. I'm used to having jam on toast, but it's actually quite nice on a cracker. Nice little crunchy bit, and nice and fruity and sweet. Jam! And after you make jam, you really come to appreciate jam and all the effort that goes into jam making. I love jam. I made strawberry freezer jam recently. So good. We've already eaten 2 jars of it. I made a total of like 6 jars. We've already eaten like a third of it. So good. While I'm at the beginning of this MRE, I'm going to go ahead and purify some water. I've got a large vessel of water here, and they've given me 2 tablets. So I'll put one of them in there. I'm curious to see if this is iodine or chlorine. Iodine usually, in my experience, doesn't have much of a flavor, while chlorine, of course, is like pool water. Can't tell from the smell. This one's crumbled, so I'll just drop that into there. Give that a little stir. Usually you have to let these sit for a little while, so I'll have a sip of that at the very end. Next, let's make some coffee. This looks like it's going to be just freeze-dried coffee, and it is, just like you would find in any ration. And I'm going to add this, nice big crystals of granulated sugar. I actually usually drink my coffee black, but since I had the sugar and we want to test it, I'm adding it to my coffee. Cheers. Nice and burnt. Tastes like camping. I like it. So let's see what's in this other packet here. Okay, we know it's from somewhere. I guess that's good. Let's go ahead and open it. Oof, got a little bit in my eye. Great. This looks like some kind of puree. It smells like SpaghettiOs. It's very, very smooth. Kind of tastes like pureed SpaghettiOs. It has a very strong tinned can flavor, slightly metallic and very tomatoey, although it's not as sweet. It's tangy, tomatoey, very smooth. It's a bit like baby food actually, but let's have it on a cracker because crackers always make it better. Having it with the cracker makes it seem more like a dip, like you're having a very thick soup dip in crackers. This one's not my favorite, but it's okay. I think our entrees are thoroughly heated up. Let me go grab them. So my fuel tablet actually went out, so I went ahead and added it to the boiling water to make sure that all of these would be thoroughly hot. The label's coming off on that one. Let's try this one first. Cutter owl. I don't think this is owl. There's not a lot of meat on owl, but that was an interesting translation, wasn't it? So maybe it's some sort of chicken or poultry. Oh, it is meat. Okay. This looks very similar to something that I had in my, in my Russian ration. And it was a grain, I believe it was kasha, that was mixed with meat. And that's what this looks like as well. It smells a bit like bologna or potted meat, and it's oily, very, very oily. Itadakimasu. That's not bad. Very well seasoned, nicely salted. The grains are soft, kind of similar to rice. This actually, I think, is rice, but it's not mushy. The meat in here is a little bit like corned beef, and it's very rich and fatty, kind of buttery almost. And it tastes like corned beef hash in a lot of ways. It's pretty good. This one feels very liquidy. I think this is a soup. Contemptu clear. Yep, not getting a translation on this one either. It's very hot. Yes, it is. Ooh, it's actually like a stew. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So what I thought was just soup also contains a solid layer of melted fat. This is definitely soldier food, cold weather food, high in calories. This looks like it's some stewed meat. It smells actually really good. It looks like beef. That is very good. Very, very, very tender pieces of beef, I think, with some very soft, unctuous pieces in there. I think that's fat and a little bit of connective tissue. Delicious. Very simply seasoned, a good amount of salt, but rich, stick to your ribs, hearty, delicious. This one looks like it might contain the vegetables. Horny. Ooh, look at that. Some carrots. Not sure what that is. Smells very similar to that puree dish, very tomatoey. This is very oily. Ah, it's potato. These sticks are sticks of potato. Very soft, well cooked, oily, and tastes like tomato soup. And let's see what's in the last little package here. Bottom oil, tin. I'm thinking this is going to be some sort of potted meat, if it's anything like the Russian ration that I had. And indeed, so this looks like a pate of some sort, but it looks more browner in color than I expected. Usually these potted meats are kind of pink. It smells a little bit livery. Let's give that a go. That's not bad. It's a little bit sweet, a little livery, a little bit irony. I like that flavor. Very, very smooth texture, spreads easily, and goes great with the cracker. Fruit couple, fruit cane, health for active life. Wow. Very dark in color, and looks actually kind of similar to, say, a Cliff Bar, both in color and kind of density too. This looks a little rubbery. Smells like a fruit leather though. All right, let's give that a go. actually really good. I like that more than, say, some Cliff Bars. It's not saccharine-y sweet. It tastes just like fruit. And it has some texture to it. It has some chew to it, a little bit of nut, and the all-around flavor, it's kind of like raisins. Just mushed up raisins all kind of compressed into a bar, but it tastes very naturally sweetened and naturally flavored. It doesn't taste like fake sugars. It doesn't have some weird kind of chewy texture to it. It just tastes like a really thick kind of fruit leather. You'll like that. Let's make a cup of tea, and inside your standard tea bag. Add some hot water to that. And while that's steeping, I will open this package. So let's go ahead and taste our purified water. I think that might have been iodine tablets. I don't taste any chlorine. Just tastes like water. Okay, so to that, let's make some of our sports drink. So we'll put the sports drink powder in there and add some purified water. The crystals are pretty big, but they're dissolving pretty readily. It looks a lot like lemonade. Cheers. Ooh, I'm not sure if that's a sports drink. It tastes a lot like Kool-Aid. Although it does have some viscosity to it, so maybe there are some electrolytes. But very sweet, very, very, very sweet with a slight lemony flavor. This ration contains no chocolate or no candies. I kind of like that. Although for morale, a little bit of candy I think is always deserved. But I think you could have some of that jam on a cracker or have that fruit bar as dessert. But since I've already ate them, it looks like it's just tea for me. I also normally don't have my tea sweetened, so to have some sugar in it, it's a real treat. And that's just a good cup of black tea. Delicious. Alrighty, so there you have it. There was my first taste of a Ukrainian ration, an all-around very hearty, stick-to-your-ribs kind of meal. All the basic components are there, very compact relatively. Big thanks to Katie for sending this to me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Check out the other military rations that I've tasted in the playlist up above. And yeah, subscribe if you're not subbed already. Like this video, share it with your friends because it really helps me out. Follow me on social media, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care, bye!